Hey, hey, y'all, listen. Motor City Rockstar here for another episode of Sonic Soul. We got a good show tonight. We got a whole studio full of folks. I got my neighbors tonight. Kim and Ace Love, KK. KK, she said, she cleared her throat. I'm sitting here with Brenda Wilson, y'all. Y'all don't understand who we with tonight. We got Brenda Wilson, the legendary Jackie Wilson's daughter. Brenda Wilson is a promoter. She's let me see, I got a car here. Hold on, let me just get this shit right. Showcase producer, promoter, and member of the Tuskegee Airmen. I am also a member of the Tuskegee Airmen, so we're very proud about that. Brenda is also with the Tuskegee Airmen, the entertainment coordinator. And so, why you say it like that, Brenda? She said yes. She looked at me when she said it. You and Bert. Bert Deering is also one of the Tuskegee Airmen. And so we got a great show tonight. We have Tish McIntosh here tonight. And Tish is one of the premier filmmakers, producers, and brains behind a lot of what's happening in the city. Yeah, behind the scenes. And so the basic thing that we've got going tonight is the cover song contest. You know, and I think we've got some information about that. At least we've got a flyer that we can show the people that show them the information that involves the cover song.
And I thank you, Rockstar, for actually showing this. This is my very first promotional video, celebrity promotional video that I did. I filmed. We filmed it like 2 weeks ago. I wrote it and I directed it.
Cool.
So it was pretty cool.
Good.
So it's
good.
a nice little.
And I don't know if we've got a flyer. I think we do. My engineer can probably put the flyer up on the screen so that we can see that we've got the cover song contest that is going on, and talk about that. That's going down on what date?
So, on Thursday, April 20th, and I'm going to give you the whole backstory because this is a unique opportunity that's coming. It was born right here out of the brainchild of a person from Detroit. So, a lot of people know Stevie Wonder. They've heard of Stevie Wonder. Right. They know about Motown. But a lot of people don't know about the songwriters.
Right.
Songwriters, you know, and that's what I said about in my promo.
Right.
Every song starts with the songwriter.
Right,
and
absolutely.
The actual musicians, they're the ones that bring it to life and give it a kind of life. But the songs, the heartbeat of it starts with the songwriters. So Sylvia Moy, who was a Motown songwriter, and what she did was she had started a studio. She was one of the first African American women to have her own sound studio.
Okay.
So her family, because she's now deceased, her family wants to keep her memory alive and introduce her songs and the songs of other Motown icons and introduce them to the next generation. So their family, spearheaded by Celeste Moy, actually created a contest that went out. Over 500 people entered this contest. It went out through social media. The people had 11 songs to choose from. And then those particular songs, which were Motown songs, they remade those songs.
Right.
They narrowed it down to 20, and then after they narrowed it down to 20, they moved down to 11. They couldn't, it was only supposed to go down to 10, but they wound up going down to 11 because it was so hard to choose because there are so many talented people in this country.
Right.
And this is something that was actually all over the United
Sure.
States. And we actually have a contestant that will be here on Thursday, April 20th at 6 p.m. for the grand finale.
Okay.
The 11 contestants will be here so that they can choose the top 3.
Right. Good.
One of the finalists is coming from Cuba. We have some from all over the place. They did a whole Spanish rendition of one of the songs in the cover song contest. So it's going to be a unique and it's going to be a groundbreaking ceremony.
That sounds exciting.
A lot of people will enjoy it.
That sounds exciting. And then last night, not to change the subject, but we had a guest on Jazz Cats with Roger last night from Cuba, who is tonight performing down at the St. Regis Hotel in the Jazz series. He's a trumpet player, and I called and I said, man, that's impressive that there is so much talent in the world, no matter what the situation is, whether you're a refugee, you're exiled in a country like Cuba or Detroit. We have artists here in Detroit. Sometimes I feel like, we refugees right here. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't, for some reason, go out and support. And we talked about that earlier in the green room. We were saying that because Detroit is a city that is full of musicians. This is Motown.
Right.
Make no mistake about it.
Right.
This is Motown.
Right.
We don't provide enough support because we feel like, well, shit, why should I go down and support Brenda and Rockstar? Hell, I live right next door to Brenda.
And
Rockstar will see you next week at the barbecue, and he go get drunk and play for free. Well, I gotta give him $30. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Talent
what
is
they
what
say.
we do. Talent is what we do in so many levels. You
Yeah.
know that, like the film level as well.
Yeah.
You know, we're groundbreaking.
Yeah.
We're carving out our own lanes in the film industry, and we're making people take notice.
And just to bring everybody up to speed on Tish is also involved in filmmaking in addition to the music scene, which is exciting in Detroit because over the last couple of weeks, I've had several filmmakers. I've talked to so many. I had Walter Galloway, who was one of the executive producers of Savage Revenge, Diesel. Them cats, I said, man, I need to get some of. And Dennis Reed actually is slated to come on Sonic Soul because we want to know. It's not, see, what people have to understand, people say, well, Rockstar, you're a soul and blues and southern soul and R&B show, entertainment music. But everything that we do as black folks, whether it's music related, movie related, it involves soulful something. Movies is a soulful experience. Look at Tyler Perry, Madea. Madea just say soul. Right. You see what I'm saying? So we have to think about what soul involves. And so I don't think that I'm too over the top with. I don't want to be too broad. At the same time, I'm very focused on what my issues are. It's like you might look up one day and see a country and western artist sitting right here across the table because that's their soul music. Think about that. That's soul. So let me explain how Sonic Soul came about. Sonic Soul, we can say, oh man, Rockstar talk about everything. Sonic Soul. Soul is soulful. Whatever soothes your soul is your soul music. Whether it's country and western, bluegrass, southern soul music, Jackie Wilson, Motown. Listen, Jackie Wilson was, oh man, I cut my teeth copycatting Jackie Wilson music. I became a singer copycatting Sam Cooke and Jackie Wilson. Those are two people, I sang all his songs. I'm good, Brenda. And I ain't never come to you and said, Brenda, put me on the show. I do it, me and your daddy. But, you know, so how do you feel? What's your role? You're a judge. You're one of the judges.
Yes. I wanted to
Talk
judge.
about that. Are you excited about that?
I'm really excited, not only just to be a judge, but I'm excited about the whole project because I think this is something that is needed. It's going to help a lot of people in the industry and stuff, and it's going to open up a lot of doors, you know, as well. And then because they're coming from all over, that is very unique to say that this here project just didn't hit Detroit.
Yes.
It hit a whole lot of people. It hit people all over the country, you know, and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be really nice, and I look forward to being a judge. And then you might say, well, what qualifies you, Brenda, to be a judge?
You are qualified to be a judge.
Absolutely.
You know,
When you come from your type of background, people would be crazy to not think that you would not be a professional in this lane.
30 years.
Your father, listen, the main headliner is with you all the time.
All the time.
Oh my God.
And don't be missed on the fact that she carved out her own lane. And the thing about Detroit, see, Detroit is very dear to a lot of people's hearts. And also Detroit is, we're the Midwest, right? We're like the heartbeat. We're in the middle, but you got to know that a lot of people from Detroit are from other, they're from the South, they're from other areas. My people have Caribbean roots. They came, my grandparents came through Ellis Island. Actually, it's kind of interesting. But they actually came through Ellis Island, but they came to Detroit, right? And they came here because this was where the Industrial Revolution was. So the pioneers, Dennis Reed, Diesel, DeJuan Ford, Darren Brown.
They give it up for Herb Bellamy. I can't give my boy Herb.
Herb Bellamy.
Herb, that's my man.
People, we are right near, we are the pioneers of the new movement that's happening in movies in the Detroit area. We're making them take notice of us.
Right.
We didn't go out to Atlanta or to LA. What we want to do, and I'll say this all the time, is I want to build a bridge from Atlanta, from New York, from LA back to Detroit, because a lot of our talent, the whole BMF show, the writer is from Detroit, right? The whole premise of the show is about Detroit, and people like watching it. because our talent leaves, and the reason why they leave is because we don't have a market. And so I'm asking people, to actually consider Detroit as a film market from a professional standpoint. See, my business side is what's kicking in. That's a little different from maybe some of the other people. I spent most of my career working in IT, and then I pivoted and moved into this industry. So I'm a newcomer in many respects, but I'm an OG in many respects as well, because I spent 30
OG.
years. Hey, listen, I put my time in, and I built my skill, and I have it, and that skill set has helped over 8 people have movies made in the past year from me, and we we did what we could with what we had. And then I hear and I know and that people were like, oh, these Detroit movies, but they turned the corner already. So now the quality, I'm a teacher also. You learn through repetition and you grow, and that's what's happening. The growth is
I've got someone that probably wants to talk to you. If you're a teacher,
Absolutely.
I got work for you. Vince Hester, look, hear what she said. She's a teacher, so I got her number. I know she is. She'll be at the house probably this weekend for a barbecue, whether it's real or fake. I'm gonna create a barbecue. I'm gonna invite you over. Tish McIntosh is also a teacher. That's what we do. I'm an executive recruiter for the last 30 years. Believe it or not, I have a professional career. I know people think that's hard to believe. They say, not G. No, I have a serious side. So, but yeah, we'll be calling you, talk to you.
Not only am I a judge, but we have some very, very
legendary
icons. We got Paul Reiser.
Paul Reiser.
Songwriter. From Motown.
And I think we've got some information and a flyer even on the judges who's on the panel.
And before you cut us off, let us finish.
Okay. I'm gonna get in trouble for that. I'm gonna get in trouble for that because people say you never let your guests say what they want to say.
Well,
so
you gotta let your guests talk.
Okay.
That's why you got us
I'm gonna let you go.
That's why you got us here. So let us talk.
Right.
All right. So
they're bullies, y'all. They're bullies.
We got Paul Reiser. We have Brenda Wilson, obviously. We've got Big Von. We also have Lola Damone, and then we have Horace Sheffield. Those are the judges. They're the current judges. They're actually judging the actual contest. They're the ones, because the judges who actually got us to that point, some of them were also the songwriters. So in all fairness, they had to get judges that would not be biased.
Sure.
I haven't seen anything. I don't know these people or not, but I think I'm a very good judge of music.
I have.
I can do the music, and then even Big Von, he's a Grammy
and then Von, y'all talk about Big Von. Big Von is Grammy Award winner. He's a producer. He's an actor. He's a judge on this panel. So like you said, not only do you know music, and the judges.
Music, and I'm a 3-time Emmy winner. I have 3 Emmys for songwriter, for audio recording, and for video. So I'm very proud, and I think I'm very, very, well versed to help these people and give them an honest opinion, so they can, move forward and give them what you said, advice to move on for longevity
because
that career.
Yeah, because the next question, and I think everybody will agree, if you're an artist and you start to achieve status like this, they want to know what's next. What can I look forward to? Where do I go from there? You guys are the professionals. Where do you advise?
That's how this song came about. That's how this contest came about. Celeste Moy is a visionary. She's trying to, actually implement something so that the next generation can, and the previous generations can actually merge. It's like bringing them together. Because obviously, when we go out and we talk to a lot of, they don't know. Unfortunately, Jackie Wilson, they don't know who that is. They don't know who Stevie Wonder is. I'm just being real honest. We were in a whole room. They didn't know who Miles Davis was. We had a whole room where they had pictures of all of these iconic musicians, and these were.
And they had no idea.
And they had no idea. They were like, who are these people?
Doesn't know.
So we have to introduce them, and this was a good way of being able to do that. And then it's happening here in Detroit. Now, I've been going around all week because the problem is the word didn't get out. The word didn't get out primarily, I think the younger generation feels social media is how you let everybody know.
That's right.
But there's a gap. And so what wound up happening is a lot of Detroiters did not find out about this particular contest. So we're going old school, right? We're going door to door. We're talking to people. We're coming to visit Rockstar so that Rockstar can, let us know. And I want everybody to know that everybody has a piece to this puzzle.
Yeah, cool. And let me let the people know that you're watching WJZZ Cool TV Sonic Soul every Thursday night, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. We stream live on all social media platforms. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, whatever your choice is. I don't know what works best for you. I say some colorful things sometimes, so Facebook has a tendency to either cut me off or mute my music because I don't infringe copyright, but golly, Facebook lighten up sometimes.
Have you ever been in Facebook jail?
I have several times. I've been in Facebook jail.
Probably invented it.
Hey,
Probably
Put me in it, but
Facebook jail. Facebook jail. I think I've been put in Facebook jail because people don't like some of the stuff I say, and I don't say anything derogatory. But sometimes people can be jealous to a point where they feel like, let me just say this shit is derogatory, and then Facebook will put your ass in jail. They don't need a reason. Facebook say, "I'm put you in jail." In jail without a minute. You not pass go, not collect $200, none of that shit. Yeah. So I've been in Facebook jail. Yeah,
30 days.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Probably twice.
Yeah.
That's true.
I just the truth. And I know
He
for a fact it was because one young lady felt like she's like, I know what to do with his ass. He get beside himself. I say he's got kid porn going on. I mean, it didn't happen like that, but I'm just saying, it don't take much, you know what I'm saying? To be put in Facebook jail. So, listen, I got my neighbors here. And my show is about soul, blues, southern soul. Mm-hmm. My neighbors, I have a dear liking for. I'm a community dude. I'm like one of them big mama kids from down home. You gotta take care of the neighborhood. These are my neighbors that I can go and borrow sugar from. I go and get their bowl, all kinds of shit.
And don't bring it
I
back.
don't never bring it. I
never bring my bowl back. He still got my bowl.
He just came and got it.
He kept my bowl for
we
weeks.
drink together. We have a few. Well, listen. Well, you know what happens? We have cocktails together. You know what neighbors do. We drink that Black Label scotch together, and we sleep and we lie together. We eat barbecue. Don't nobody clean up, and then we go home with everybody's shit. I went home with her. I went home with her cereal bowl for like 4 weeks.
Months.
Yeah, months. And I said, Kim, I'm gonna write my name on the bottom of it. I'm gonna put a Sonic Soul label on it. It becomes my bowl now. They came and got that bowl. They stole the bowl back from
I
me.
needed my bowl back.
Oh, yeah.
I needed my
Sometimes
bowl
you gotta do
back.
it.
Huh?
Sometimes you gotta do that.
Oh, definitely.
He took my shot glass.
No, I did not. Now let me
Yeah,
not.
you got
Wait.
They had a special.
Wait.
They had a
I'm gonna
special
let you talk.
design on it.
Cause you're a guest on my show.
They had a
Yeah.
special design.
It's the design
And
that.
the twin was lonely.
Yeah, of course it was long.
So the twin needed.
They make new twins every Christmas.
Oh, wow.
He come with that Christmas gift set of Crown Royal glasses. Got drunk, left his shit. He left his stuff at my house, and then he said, "Hey man, you got my glass? Cause Kim was asking me about it." She said, "Kim said, your drunk ass left it. She should have been standing over your ass."
I never stole nothing in my life,
Anybody said you were a thief?
but I didn't steal my glass back.
No, I gave it.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
And it was
Okay.
clean. It was clean. I handed
Yeah,
it
it was
back.
clean.
Sometimes you got to do
I
what
handed
you
it back
gotta
to her
do.
overhand. I said,
Oh, I thought there was
"Here's
a
your
picture
glass."
of it. It was clean,
It was very clean.
but it was gone
Ready.
for 2 weeks.
Gone.
It was
Ready.
gone for 2 weeks.
So well, I'm not gonna say he likes Trey Songz.
Oh
That's
boy,
my
here
boy.
we go. Oh, Trey Songz. Okay.
I love Trey
I like
Songz.
Trey Songz too.
Ain't nothing wrong with Trey.
KK, on the other hand,
I like
likes
everything.
blues and soul. She like us, Brenda.
I like old
Jackie,
school.
we were in the parking lot,
He right.
and I
I say
said,
Jackie Wilson. I'm gonna put this up. Jackie
yeah,
Wilson.
show the book. Put it in front of the screen here. Give us a camera shot, and there it is, right there.
Oh, okay.
And that's the book.
There you go. I don't know how to put it up.
Yeah,
down.
there. Put it back, son. Bring it
Oh,
back.
okay, there you go.
Yeah, there we go. We gonna get you together. This camera.
Hey.
And I try to do the dance and everything.
Twin.
I try to do everything. Yeah, this is the book that I wrote about the life of Jackie Wilson,
Okay.
my father.
Yeah.
And then we got some other great things coming out with my girl right here.
Yeah, Tish.
Tish.
So-
Tish. I mean, and I'll say this. I'm gonna say this. Hold on. I met Tish about 2 years ago,
Yeah, it's been
and we had the office in the same place, and she took some pictures and stuff of my book signing and stuff, and then we just became friends. It just happened. But I can say this. I never had a bad experience with her.
Right.
She is a good person,
Yeah.
you know, and I love her like a sister. I'm telling you, I have grown to love her, you know, because she's sweet.
True.
And I, you know, sometimes I say, you can't let people, you know, just do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You got to whip that horse.
Absolutely.
You know.
Tissues.
So, like Rockstar.
Roger is the reason why
Like
I
Rockstar.
even was there. I have to tell you, Roger, Pennsylvania is the reason why I even came there, you know. And so I just met all of you guys, you know. But I was on a mission, and I'm still on that mission.
Still on that. That's a good thing.
So I want to get one of your books. How can I get
Well,
one?
I told you can get this.
Right now.
No, how do I log on?
Oh, you want it's on Amazon.com.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
The website.
they're
I'm
on
definitely gonna get that.
Yeah, it's on
Everybody know how you
I need
get
our
that.
listeners and everybody
this
else how
book
they gonna
is
get
on
it.
Amazon.com. You can get it off of Amazon.com.
There you go. Show it again. Show it again.
And then if you would like to,
That's a
you
beautiful
can
picture.
always give me a call. I also have the Jackie Wilson Foundation,
Okay.
and the foundation. You can give me a call, and I'll autograph it for you, and I'll send it to you.
What's the
So
number?
what's the name
What's
of the book?
The
number.
number. The number.
Oh, my number.
call.
Oh,
I don't know if she wants to say it right now.
I mean,
yeah,
No,
I'll say it.
she-
I don't have no
Okay.
problem with it. 313-727-9619.
Okay.
Okay. You can call 313-727-9619. Okay. And you can leave a message, and then someone will get back with you.
Sure.
Okay.
And she said she's gonna autograph it for you.
Yeah, and I'll autograph it.
Oh, you need to autograph that one now, cause that's mine.
Uh-oh.
I put my
So
hand.
that
I
one.
put my thing on that one. That's
This
mine.
what-
That's
this what-
mine.
This is what networking is
That's
all
mine.
about. This is what it's all about.
Absolutely.
You know, we were talking earlier before we came inside the studio, and I told KK, I said, hey, we got Jackie Wilson's daughter is here, man. And she said, no. So I love Jackie Wilson. I started, of course, we have parking lot concerts. So I started acting. I was doing my Jackie Wilson impression. And
I'm like, oh, now you
she said, I wait for a daughter. Because you're not doing such a great job, G. You're embarrassing the family brand.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, when we was in the other building, in the Rawson
Yeah.
building, we had those concerts out there on
Sure.
Sunday, you know, and stuff, and a lot of people came
Right.
by there, you know, good
Oh, yeah.
entertainers.
Oh, yeah.
You know, came and sung, and Roger had a band
Right.
and everything. And like we was talking out there, that's the reason why Detroit is like
Yeah.
this. It's
But-
a clique.
But do you?
It is. It's
but,
a clique. And we don't. And if I know you, I know you.
Right.
And if you call me and ask me about somebody, and if I don't know them, I don't know them.
Right.
You know, I'm not gonna say nothing derogatory
Sure.
about anybody, but you know, sometimes you have to tell people about who this person is. If you should or shouldn't,
Right.
you know, be a part of their adventure. or
I
something.
just think that, and maybe I'm wrong sometimes. I think we're an arrogant city because we have so many musicians. We have so much talent
many entertainers
here in Detroit.
Oh my God.
We take each other for granted. Now y'all stop me if I'm saying the wrong thing. We take we take each other for granted. We don't appreciate the fact that Rockstar is here and he has great entertainment. That he even has a following of other entertainers that we don't normally get to see that he can bring to the table. And so we don't support each other financially. We don't support each other's show. We go out to the jam session.
But, yeah.
We'll go. I'm going to a jam session tonight, y'all. Anybody that wants to follow me tonight, a Raven Lounge down here, Tommy, right down here on Shane.
One hand up,
Every-
two fingers up.
Sure, come on.
I'm glad we got black women doing black things, doing, like she a movie, but I want a video too. I want you to do a video.
Listen, I'm trying to help people get their stories told. That's
Yeah,
what I was
that's
working
what
on.
it's
Is I'm
about.
helping people get their stories told or get their thing that they're working on done. It's like I got introduced to Celeste Moy through Travis Williams.
Sure.
That's my boy from film school, and he's been touching everything in Detroit just about because he's a genius in many respects when it comes to the sound.
And is it because he
and
sees the
re-recording
potential
mixing.
here?
And so no, and we just actually God just placed us in class next to each other, just like God placed me actually, right here with her. Just like God introduced me to the way I got introduced to Roger was like through a loophole, and then I found out about his story, and I wanted to tell his story, and that's how I got introduced. But everything is in God's timing and His plan. And so what I'm working on now, like I just
came back
worked on a document. We just came back from
I already heard about it. Y'all ain't gonna bother me. I feel like I should call me and I know Ray.
Hold on.
Stop playing with me. I feel left out.
I was like, we had a goal.
California,
the reason why we was in California, we wasn't near the party. I know you got the California, how to party, and everything. But that wasn't why we were there.
Yeah.
We were there because I'm working on a documentary about a man who was sentenced 51 years for murder that he did not commit. Wow. And so when I got introduced to him through Southern Soul artists that I did a music video for, it's like everything, all these little pieces to the puzzle come together. Through her, Bellamy, and we did a music video and the whole thing for Bad News, who's a Southern Soul artist. Well, I wound up meeting Ray. And Ray said, I want to clear my name before I leave this planet. I did not kill this man. I wasn't an angel. I was an original Crip. I did things, so drugs and blah, blah, blah. But I did not do this. And he was like, I have an 8-year-old son, and this internet stuff, it won't go away because the person he's accused of killing is Sal Mineo, who is a Hollywood star tied to Rebel Without a Cause with Jimmy Dean and Natalie Wood. And that old Hollywood, the man has been dead for 47 years, but he got a Facebook page and a website. So the following is still there. And so he was like, I just want to clear my name before I leave this planet. And so had I met him 5 years ago, I was at working, in IT, doing my thing, went to film school, but I would have been like, man, here's some money, but now I'm a filmmaker. And so I assembled the team.
And so how long he been locked up?
And she got the
He's been out since the 90s, and he had moved on with his life.
So he wanted.
But because he has an 8-year-old son who's now old enough to get on the internet, you Google your name, right? And what comes up? Google your name and see what come up, right? Google your name and see what come up, and this stuff is all tied to it. And they got all kinds of stories that's not correct, all kinds of stuff. But his thing is, I just want to clear my name because I did not do this, and I want my name cleared before I leave this planet. And I was like, we done met the right one, baby, because I'm like, this is what I do. I was like, I want to help people tell their stories. So we did go for a purpose, and et cetera, but we were in that, like, Ash was with us, and, I'm doing
Ash the man. Ash the man. It seems like
Ash wound up playing Ray in the reenactments we had to do. Yes, Ash,
There's so much going on, back
Say that.
then. It's been so much
Sit
going
up,
on.
man. They can't see you. Sit up to... You sitting back like you at home. Scoot up to the table, man. If people want to see your face, man, you a pretty man.
It's been so much going on. It's been so much going on way back where certain people have been accused of this or that, and there's no real proof, but they've been prosecuted and thrown in jail for so many years, and then after 20, 30, 40 years, they've been relieved of that. But all that lost time.
Yeah,
you cannot make that lost time up. And I feel this way, y'all say what y'all want to say, this, that, and this. But if when that time was going on and to the day, when the same time go on, if you knowingly know that you're wrong and you're lying, you should be prosecuted.
You should, if you're wrong.
That's true.
If you're wrong.
If you're wrong, you deliberately did this.
I think that, this is my personal opinion. Nowadays with the judicial system, is that some things have a hard time going away. Like some old school habits and, like when a black man spoke to a white woman or you whistled at a white woman, they want to hang you. What's the difference?
They did do that.
They did.
And now you're getting into the institutional racism and everything the fiber of what's going on with
and so I was watching Elon Musk. I don't know if anybody watches that guy. Elon Musk.
I have watched some of his speeches.
That dude is hilarious. Elon Musk is a dude from the hood. You know what I'm saying? Grew up, born and raised in South Africa. And he was like a brainiac. He said, dude, he said, cats, you pick on me? Elon Musk will whoop your ass. He's one of them type of dudes. He's like an MMA dude, and he doesn't bully people, but he's like, because I picked on, I had to defend myself. You know what I'm saying? And he learned about all this stuff, and then he became the dude with all the money in the world. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, like, yeah, shit, look at this watch, you bully ass. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the thing is, he said some things like drug crimes, marijuana, everything marijuana wise is supposedly legal nowadays. I was in Chicago. I rode the train from Memphis, Tennessee to Chicago. I smoked a half a left hand thing before I left Chicago. I got my thing in my pocket in Chicago, and the drug dog was in the Metropolitan Lounge. I'm trying to eat my oatmeal. The dog looked at me. I looked at the dog. Looked at the dog. He came and sat down next to me like we got to go for a walk in the park. And the guy says, "Hey man," he said, "What you got?" I said, "I got a little blunt, man. Half blunt." He said, "Where you going?" I said, "I'm going to Detroit." He said, "Well," he said, "weed is legal in Illinois." He said, "But you're on the train, and you gotta go through Indiana, and it's not legal in Indiana. So you can't transport marijuana through a state that is not legalized there.
Right.
Or otherwise you'll face prosecution. Ain't that trick?" So Elon said, "Well, I think that shit, everybody's for a non-violent offense. They got too many people in jail that can be utilized. They can be used. Everybody talking about we ain't got no workers. We're going to AI. Everything is AI driven. AI is scary because anytime you make a damn machine that can fix itself, you don't like what you say."
They got a machine. I'm talking about massage.
I don't like this stuff. The Avery, the programmer says, I'm reprogramming myself.
That should be optional. I shouldn't be forced to that. Same with electric cars and all that. But I ain't mean to cut you off.
That's okay. No. I cut people off all the time, dude.
Well, let me cut you off and let me get back to this real quick, because I do want to talk about this whole thing, and I'm gonna put my readers on.
Let me just say this real quick. WJZZ Cool TV is the station that we're watching. Sonic Soul is the show. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock every Thursday night. And tonight we're here with Brenda Wilson, Tish McIntosh, KK, and Ace Love from Ryan Road, baby. We raised hell on Ryan Road. Y'all gotta come experience Ryan Road one day. Brenda, you gotta come up on the backyard barbecue one day.
Yeah.
Come on, Tish.
So I wanted to say who the judges were, the original judges that are going to hopefully be at the Motor City Soundboard on Thursday, April 20th. The VIP starts from 4 to 6. So if you have a VIP ticket, you'll be there from 4 to 6. You'll have an opportunity to meet the host.
Okay.
The host is actually Omar Gooding, and then the judges.
Now, Omar Gooding is. Who's Omar Gooding?
Omar Gooding is an actor and a comedian.
Yeah.
Omar Gooding has been in our kind of like in my age group. He's kind of been around for a while.
Everybody don't know. We think we know Omar Gooding.
Yeah, and so Omar Gooding has been around for a while, but he actually has a new show on Disney that just was released last Saturday. So he's playing a father. So that show is coming out, and that's going to be out. But let me tell you about some of the other judges that were a part of this contest that got us to where we were. Gabby Williams, she's actually the daughter of Frank Wilson. And then you have Raynar Minor, Claudette Robinson. She will be here. She's going to be here actually in Detroit at the Motor City Soundboard for this contest. And then we have Brenda Holloway. Brenda Holloway's song was the most widely recreated or covered song in this contest. Everybody knew that song, "You Make Me So Very Happy," and a lot of people and the renditions there are so really, really nice ones. Brenda Holloway's one. Then we got Paul Reiser. So Paul Reiser was a judge in that contest, but he's also going to be a judge for the finale as well. And so obviously you know who Paul Riley is. He's been a songwriter for Motown and et cetera for a long time. Mickey Stevenson was also one of the judges, and Mickey Stevenson has been around and he's made hit songs. My Baby Loves Me. Actually, there's a rendition of My Baby Loves Me that was done in the rap category, and it was really a creative, really recreative way, because rappers did not really enter this contest, and what I learned from them is that they're lyricists. So they have to create their own lyrics. So it's very hard for them. So a lot of them, you didn't get a lot of entries that were recreating the song exactly like they were. But the person who did, he did a very good job recreating it. And then you got the great Janie Bradford. She's going to be here. Her and Claudette Robinson are longtime friends. When we were in LA filming the promo with Omar Gooding. We
Yeah.
also filmed a promo with Janie Bradford at her house. She was gracious
And
nice, and her and Claudia Robinson are hilarious together.
Yeah,
That was
cool.
really a lot of fun.
that's cool.
And then lastly, we have McKinley Jackson. He was also one of the judges. Oh, and not lastly, but the very last one is Christopher Scales. He is actually he's from Michigan State University.
Okay, cool.
And so those were the original judges. So we hope to have them along with the judges that are going to be here for the contest. The ones that.
And that sounds exciting. That sounds nice.
It's going to be
And-
exciting,
and-
and it's the first.
I agree.
The
It's
first
gonna be
of
exciting.
many.
It really
It's
is.
like when American Idol got started.
Right. And
Yeah.
again, the date is April.
It is Thursday, April 20th at 6 p.m. at the Motor City Soundboard. The tickets are on sale at Ticketmaster. That's where you can buy your tickets from, is at Ticketmaster. We hope to see you there. I am going to be a production manager. I've been kind of facilitating the production as any way that I could. But when showtime comes, I'm supposed to be the show,
Gotcha.
helping to be the showrunner.
Yeah.
So this will be a first time for me because I was in IT, but you know what? I was also in IT. I'm used to projects. I'm used to rollouts. I'm
Yeah.
used to actually implementations. And so that's the way I approach everything, is from that experience.
So,
Yeah,
so in
that's
other
great.
words, when it's got to be done, you can count on Tish to help get it done.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
We went-
yeah.
we
A lot of
went
people
some-
call me the connector. I try to connect all kinds
We
of
went-
people
we
together.
went-
Like he said, he wants a story.
Yeah.
We'll be able to connect him
We
with.
were in Chicago.
I already do have a story.
Listen,
Yeah,
we
we
were in
get a
Chicago.
script
You know
writer,
what?
get a script
It
written, because
seems-
every story starts with the script.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
went- we
that's
went-
It seems like they would have had this on Fox 2 News. They show everything else on Fox 2
Well,
News.
they
I haven't seen this. I haven't heard about
They
it. or
have
anything.
little segments and stuff, but it's few and far between.
Mhm.
And then we're not a big budget. Like, okay, I know the
Yeah,
Sony Music
yeah.
Masterpiece Studio in conjunction with Sony Music Publishing. They're the ones that's hosting it.
Sure.
But there's not this is the first of its kind, and a lot of money has been spent, but there's also limited budget.
Yeah,
But
sure.
You have limited
Let's see,
budget.
let's see,
And-
let's see what kind of traction it's gonna gain
Yeah,
before we
then-
start
yeah.
dropping
I'm-
real money. You know
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
say
saying?
this is the back what she just said up, because a lot of times, we sit up, we look at TV, this,
I
and that,
watch
and
it,
this, and
yeah.
we don't hear nothing till like you got 2 hours to react
2
to
hours
this.
to
That's
We
react
never
to
a lot of
heard,
times
we
it's
never
like that.
heard of of this upcoming thing
Mhm.
up until them 2 hours, but now it's a money thing. Basically.
And
Okay.
they've actually been doing a lot with social media, and that's the other thing, because I think the audience that they've been approaching and the people that they've been getting is obviously the younger audience. And then who are we? We're looking at each other. We're
Right.
all in a different. We use social media, but not like that. Not
And-
like
and
they do.
I was
So
gonna ask.
we watch
Instagram
TV.
and all
That's
yeah.
true.
How do you
So
how do
we
you
those
find
basically being
TikTok.
I'm sorry.
So
Those
I'm
are
glad
the-
you asked that question. Baxter, you asked a good question. That was a good
Right.
question. You
No.
know the question you just asked me?
But
How do we get to it? You go to masterpiecesoundstudios.com. You want to go to their website, and you want to go to the cover song contest
Right.
section of it, and then you can scroll down and choose event tickets. Or you can go to the soundboard and then go to
So-
Ticketmaster there.
so in other words, it sounds like this is about to become a bigger thing
Yes.
than
This
it
the
is
beginning.
right now,
Oh,
because
yes.
like
Yes.
you said something that
Yes.
was key.
This is the
The
first of
statement was
many.
the statement was like it's almost like American Idol when American Idol first came out, except for the fact that on this round, correct me if I'm wrong, it's a cover song contest featuring Motown.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
And exactly, and I think I know where you're going with that. And they're hoping to be able to expand it with the success of this. She's been approached. Celeste has been approached, and I don't know if I can say much more, so I won't. But I will say that with the success of this, there will be more. And because there's so many people that are so talented out here, and like I said, I like the fact that it's bridging the old with the new. I mean, we were really hoping that we could get a lot of different people who are icons that are from Detroit and get them right back here in Detroit, because Detroiters love Detroit, and
And we do.
and you said that earlier. Like, so the thing about Detroit, my sister and I can I cuss on your show?
Yeah,
Because I'm gonna tell you, my
go
sister
ahead.
used to say, Detroit don't fuck with nobody, and nobody fuck
That's
with
right.
Detroit.
You
So
can get
Detroit
out.
got their own brand of music. And
That's
I
true.
walked into a club with the younger generation, I will say, and when I was in that club, everybody in that club knew that song word for word, and I was like, that's Detroit.
Motor City,
Because
baby.
Detroit, they support.
Yeah.
Now they got their own music. I scrolled through and I was like, they got their own level of support, their
That's
own
right.
thing.
Yeah.
So, and the same with the movies. They can say what they want to say about the Detroit movies, but guess who's watching them? Detroiters.
Detroit.
Detroiters
Not
are watching their own
watching. Not
movies and making
The-
money. They don't even need
And the
y'all.
reason why is
They
because
don't need no nobody
And the
else.
reason why is because I can look out there, I can see Kiki, I can see Brenda
Right.
Wilson, I can see.
But
you
you
know
in the
what?
movie, and then
Love.
you and your neighbors
You know,
and everybody
yeah.
gonna be in the movie.
And-
And guess who gonna watch that movie?
Right.
You
Yeah,
guys and your
because
friends.
he's-
And all the
He
movies
becomes a
on Tubi
superstar.
TV. They're
Yeah.
like, watch this on
Everything's
Tubi
on
TV. Watch
Tubi.
this.
Hey, but okay, so I was born into the Nation of Islam, and there was a certain thing that was installed in me about being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting, Detroit, click, wake up, wake up. We made Tubi a boatload of money.
Yeah.
Tubi is now having NFL commercials, but guess what?
Yeah.
Detroit already has the technology to make their own Tubi.
Yeah.
They already have it right here.
Well,
in the
but
city.
can I-
And we're on a global borderline.
Yeah.
So that means we can go out globally. So all I need is for the people who send their kids to Michigan State, U of L, Wayne State, Central State, Howard, bring your kids home and put them in the position to be able to utilize what you sent them to school with,
Well,
so
who-
that they can actually
who-
build the enterprise right here, the immersive entertainment studios. Everything can be done right here in Detroit. Our talent does not have to leave
Okay,
anymore.
get your
Can I say something
Yes.
for the unheard voices?
Yeah.
The people that lack technology, the internet, the computer, and all this other stuff. I mean, just I lack all that. Just picture me. I lack all that. So I want to get involved in this. I want to get involved in that. I want to support this. I want to support that. I want to do this. I want to do that. But unfortunately, I don't have a computer. I don't have a phone. You know, my phone to log in on. I'm with the whole scenario, the whole thing. But I can't get on the computer. And if I did, there's certain things that you can do on a computer, but you limited what you can do on your phone. So
in my Michael Jackson voice, you are not alone.
So
I am here with you. So my whole thing is, we
Yeah.
we find answers for that. You know,
Not-
we bridge that gap
not-
because there's a lot of
Yeah.
people like you.
I understand
Right.
that. I understand that. But is there a number that I can call or do this and do that so that I can reach out? Because I can't do it on the internet and this or that and this on the phone and internet. This or so. Is there a number that I can call to support and to get along and be with this project or what's going on?
Well,
So-
know about it.
So
Yeah, that's what- yeah.
so it can start with me. It can start with me, and then what I do is I connect people. So you reach out to me. I started my production company. My company is D44 Productions, and it's D as in David, the word 4, the number 4, D44. And I got that from D is the fourth letter of the alphabet. The word 4 and the number 4 is 444, which means angels looking out over you. And that's how I came up with the name. So my whole thing is, I will put myself in a position to help people. So I've got D44 Productions, I've got the Detroit Film Hub, I've got Detroit Film Commission, I've got the Michigan Film Commission. I put all those under my name, and I work with people. People call my number 313-444-0060. When they call that number, what I try to do is put them in touch with people. I actually, because of the Michigan Film Commission website that I created, and I created it because people were saying they were calling Michigan and they weren't getting answers. They were calling these other places, the city of Detroit, and they weren't getting answers because those institutions do not fund those areas, so they didn't have anywhere to go.
Right.
So when they reached out to me, I got people in touch with other people. I got a girl a job when they were filming Beverly Hills Cop here about a month or two ago. I got a girl hired on through Netflix because they called that number, and then they asked for some people to be able to interview, and I sent
Hey,
resumes.
We could have been Beverly Hills Cop 17,000.
And you called me.
Hey, Ryan, call, yeah, we all had news calls. I got her number.
I'm just saying this because I have a lot of talent, but I'm poor.
Yeah.
And because I'm poor, I don't feel as though I'm on
Well,
your level,
real quick,
your
real
level,
quick.
because
We're
I
at-
have
hold on,
this
time out,
insecurity.
time out.
And that's why I need this talent. And that's why I'm saying this.
And now
Listen,
had
time
to
out.
more money than me.
Run out of time. Run out of
No,
time.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Run out of time. So let me ask this question based on what let me piggyback off what he said real quick before we start closing out the show. People sometimes don't take advantage of opportunities because they feel like they can't get to them because of their financial situation. He said something that was important. I'm poor. There are a lot of people in Detroit that are very talented and miss a lot of opportunities because they feel like they don't have the resources to get to them. You follow what I'm saying? She raised her hand. But I'm like you. Me and Brenda in the same boat. You know what I'm saying? No matter what we are, who people think we are, we still have struggles as well. So
Yeah,
we get,
everybody does.
so what do you? How do you guys deal with those individuals that lack the motivation?
The Lord will provide. That's what my boy always said to me next to me in class, and that's what I like. When I went to LA, let me tell you, I went to LA, and Brenda knows I was in tears because I had a negative balance in my bank account. I had bought the airline tickets. I had the car. I had the Airbnb. I had no money.
Yeah.
I couldn't pay my people. I didn't have money for food, for gas. I got on that plane, was like, I don't know how this gonna happen. I was like, I apologize to high heavens to everybody for getting them in this situation. We got there. Ray said, guess what? I won some money at the casino.
Wow.
Handed me some money. And then I was able to give everybody a little bit of money, had gas money, had some
See,
food.
there you
So
go.
at the end of the day, the Lord will provide. He puts you in the place
So you
where need to be.
you wasn't afraid or scared to fulfill your dream.
No,
You
You put
your
your
calling.
faith. You put your
I
faith
had
in the
no
Lord.
calling.
You put everything your faith in the Lord, and you
on God.
succeeded.
He gave me what I needed when I needed it.
100% confidence
And
in your
if it's
faith.
your calling,
Right.
you
in
gotta
the
roll
Lord,
with it.
and this and that, that, and
I
that.
wasn't
You
gonna
never
not
gave
go.
up.
I had
You
already
never
did
gave
this.
up.
Because I was there for Ray. This wasn't about me. I was there. I was like, there's no way I would have went
Hey.
like on my own. Because I
Yeah.
would go to LA and I was like, oh, I gotta pay. I gotta
Big-
stay in this
big-
hotel. I gotta stay on the
Yeah.
beach. I gotta be able to do. But I was like, no, this is for Ray. So
You were scared, but you ain't give up.
I did
Basically.
not give up.
Big shout out to
You was
Ray Ray.
afraid, but
Big
you
shout out to
never
Ray
Yeah,
Ray.
you
Ray Ray.
never get-
You
yeah.
know the Motor City rock star, Ray Ray.
Never
We
give
had
up.
a
Moral
good
of the
time,
story
Ray
is
Ray.
never give up.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
don't
Never
give up.
give up.
And
Fight,
don't
fight, never
don't
give
let
up.
your what you think is a limitation be a limitation because you could be in our next movie.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
let me tell you, I know Diesel has become a local
He-
celebrity, but
I
he's
call
a
it
real
I call
celebrity.
it Billy D. Williams.
Just because
He's
you-
Billy D. Williams.
You know how you become a celebrity? You get on TV and you be on TV a lot, and people see you, and now
Yeah.
you are a
Hey,
celebrity.
hey, checks out.
That's how you become
Hey,
a
checks
person
out.
on the wire.
Hey,
That's how
hey.
you become
That's true.
because you're on TV and people see you.
We got about 3 minutes.
3
So
minutes.
let me call Diesel out real quick. Hey man, you know I contact you on Instagram or some shit. Call me back, bro. Don't be acting like I know you Billy D. Williams around this piece now. He's Billy D. Williams. That's why I call.
He's got a lot, but you know, I think he's a very talented actor.
Very, very talented.
He-
and
he- he comes
he's a
across very-
polished actor that's serious.
It's inherent.
Oh my God. Yeah, he's a great kid.
And I look forward like
He's
in my
new
movie
Israel.
that I just came
I
out called
swear to
Made
God.
for This. I got a movie that's out. I was executive producer. It's called Made for This. It's a boxing movie, and he's actually one of the stars in that movie.
Tish called me one
When
day,
it's coming
y'all.
out?
Hey, listen,
It came
real
out
quick.
about a month ago on Tubi.
And I don't wanna
Made for This.
It's called Made for This.
Okay,
It's a
I'm
boxing
watching.
movie on Tubi.
I don't want
Okay,
to
you
ignore.
produce it.
I don't want to ignore
Jordan Curry wrote the movie, and Fel Peller produced it. Sorry, go ahead.
FA.
Her name is on it.
Listen,
But
Okay.
I executive produced it also.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't want. I want to thank my neighbors, KK and Ace Love.
But you said my
we-
name.
I did, man. Damn, don't let that be a deal breaker. His name is Avery.
Oh my God, he said it again.
I didn't tell him your last name.
Hey!
I'm real grimy now. You know what I'm saying? Shit, relax. It's cool. We're gonna drink alcohol together, man.
Oh, but we ain't gonna be able to use
No, they not.
Rockstar Wave.
Really? We get drunk.
Oh.
We got 5 minutes.
Oh,
We only got 3 minutes left.
Hey.
We finna get drunk right now. I got the Rockstar Sonic
Right,
Soul Cup.
good.
Coffee.
Hey, listen. Sonic Soul is about blues soul, southern soul, and my neighbors. We sit. You know, we do. My neighbor KK. I got talk trash. We live directly across the street from each other, and she gets up every day and she be out there putting little shit trinkets out on her porch and in her yard. I said, oh, she thinks she's something special. I'm gonna go out and buy some of that shit, and so I compete with my neighbor across the street. So you come, you'll never miss my house.
Imitation is.
But he don't put flowers out.
I don't put no flowers out because guess what? I ain't got the green. I'm not the green thumb dude. But guess what? You come down our street, just look to the right, and look to the left.
Yeah.
You see colorful shit on either side of you, you gonna know that's me and KK. you gonna know you're in the right spot. But, you know,
You're not
and
kind.
we-
And having this rock star.
Hey, listen, I appreciate the fact that y'all
Nice
came
meeting you,
up.
ladies.
And then
Yeah.
Brenda Wilson said, listen, y'all. Brenda Wilson said,
Look at my book.
Me and
for
Brenda.
all you southern
Wait
soul,
till you see what me
you
and
out
Brenda
there.
do
My
next.
book.
You gonna be
You
like,
sign it?
She says she likes
You
southern
sign it.
soul.
I love Southern
Yeah.
Soul.
So check this out.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go out on some southern soul. I'm
How
gonna go
much the
out.
book is?
I'm gonna go out with the hottest southern soul artists in
Sign it.
America right now.
I gotta get a pen.
You gotta get a piece.
I need my book.
I got
You
pins.
put that on there? I don't know my book.
Finish what you were saying, Rockstar.
I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out tonight with the hottest southern soul artists in America right now, King
Okay.
George, because King George,
King George.
and he came
Thank
out.
you.
He came out.
Thank you.
King George is a guy from North Carolina, gospel artists and say, hey man, I got some Southern soul roots because that's where it starts. It starts in gospel. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, basically.
His name's Avery.
Yep.
A-V-E-R-Y. Look how loud they gonna say it. Oh my God.
Tell your last
You
name.
should have wait.
I don't
No,
have
don't
a
do
last
that.
name.
Don't do that.
E-R-Y.
He got warrants, Brenda. Brenda.
Okay.
The police
I'm
looking
gonna
for
got
him.
say
warrants.
two Avery who has warrants.
Oh my
Right.
goodness. Are you serious?
That is with KK.
Yeah, put my
Can't forget about KK.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't say that.
I'm not
Avery
gonna
and
say
KK.
that.
You already
Guess
know.
what?
I need $10 back. No.
So listen, y'all.
I said we're gonna make a
As
show.
a
I know.
hey, we having fun.
He think he a
We
comedian.
hope
He really
everyone
do.
tunes in again next Thursday.
He think he's
Next
funny.
Thursday, we've got Big
Hilarious.
Rob. Big Rob is on the show next Thursday. Big Rob has a new CD out with Charlie Wilson.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna be talking to Big Rob. I'm gonna do some heavy promoting on Big Rob. Big Rob is funny. Big Rob has Big Rob popcorn, and he's an entertainer. Big Rob is from Cincinnati. He was in Roger Troutman, Zapp's camp. Big Rob is a talented artist, and he's about love. Big Rob and Elon Musk are from the same planet. Those guys have a lot of fun because they know how to embrace people. And when people feel that energy, they want to be around you. And so that's
There you
how
go.
Sonic Soul does
Thank
the
you.
same
You're
thing.
welcome. Thank you.
We want to create good energy. And again, I thank everybody for coming on my show. Now, y'all make me feel good. You know what I'm saying? And Brenda
You
Wilson.
make me feel
Hey,
very happy.
we are with superstars tonight. I not only do I have my neighbors, I got Tish McIntosh, who I'm gonna claim.
Letitia McIntosh.
My bad.
And spell it right. You know how many movies I done had out here that didn't spell my name wrong?
I always just say Tish. I just T-I-S-H.
Letitia.
Letitia.
My sister said I'm the only one that know how to spell my name, so they'll take it back. They'll take it personal.
But you know, but the point is, the relationship is great. I'm enjoying the company that I keep because everybody is a great company, and we can't exist if we can't exist together first.
True.
And we have to encourage each other.
What did I do wrong?
You gotta put the kiss lipsticks that seals
Oh, the
the
kiss, the
Hey,
X
hey,
and the O.
You gotta put it up.
Oh, I need to.
Listen, again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Sonic Soul. We're going to go out with a bang, man.
Yeah.
And let them argue about
And
him.
we'll see you next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
April 20th
Hey, I'm in the
at
front
Motor
row.
City Soundboard.
Let's see something.
Yeah.
You, do you know,
Come
I'm
see
excited.
this show. Come see the new
I'm
generation.
I ain't got
the
no
next
next
generation.
I'm excited. Sonic Soul, we'll see you next week, y'all.
I need $5 back.
Huh? You need $5 back. Okay.
Pay no
there
attention.
you go.
Thank
Here
you
go.
again.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Are they playing my
Yeah, they
commercial?
got really much.
Every great song starts with the songwriter.
That's the boy got whooped.
I'm Omar Gooding, and I'm the host of a new competition coming to you out of the home of the great Motown.
I'm mad.
The cover song contest was a competition to celebrate the songwriters like Stevie Wonder, Sylvia Moore, and Barry Gordy. Join me in the Motor City on Thursday, April 20th at 6 p.m. I'm hosting the grand finale at the Motor City Casino Hotel Sound. People from across America submitted their own renditions of songs from iconic songwriters. The top 3 finalists will compete for the cash awards of $25,000, $10,000, and $5,000. You do not want to miss it. This show is sponsored by Masterpiece Sound Studios in partnership with Sony Music Publishing. Tickets are on sale at Ticketmaster.
It's so nice there. It's so
You
nice
wrote that?
there.
Everything looks
Oh,
good.
it's so nice there. I love to go see concerts there.
I
But
heard it was
I
very nice.
never until now about this.
So,
He haven't said anything.
Well, he didn't know. Well, he
Oh,
did know.
he loved
Yeah,
running
yeah.
that mouth.
He did know, but he didn't know.
Okay, okay.
Engineered.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mother's Day.
That's right.
What is this?
Hattiesburg, Mother's Day, May 11th through the 15th, Hattiesburg, Mississippi. We got a bus trip going down to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, for one of the biggest blues festivals in North America. John Reed, JTR's Mother's Day Blues Festival. I want to say it's the 37th year. We had a great time last year. I
Why?
enjoyed
Because they said Mother's Day?
Yeah, when you
Hey,
start doing the Father's Day thing.
ACK, we got to give the ACK Jury
I
Designs,
ain't being
who's
no
one of
male
our
shows
affiliates
or nothing
also.
like that. I ain't being no male.
We the ones
Hey,
getting
that's
baby
okay.
for 9 months and plus.
Fathers
as they
need to be
say.
recognized too.
Motor City Rockstar, we cannot go wrong. Sonic Soul, WJZZ, Cool TV, every Thursday night, 9 o'clock until 10 o'clock. Streaming live on all of your top social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter. Depends on how you're feeling and what works best for you. Brenda Wilson. Letitia McIntosh. I got KK and Ace Love. Avery is here.